Well, good afternoon, Canaan. This is Pastor Daniel, and we are just coming off our second week of going online worship only because of this COVID-19 virus. And so I just want to thank you for tuning in. Yesterday we had right at 600 different devices that's connected to our worship service. So thanks to all of you that joined in. I heard some good things, like some of you invited neighbors and other family members that hadn't even been to church in a while, and they tuned in. So thank you for your proactiveness and not only leading yourself and your family to worship, but also inviting others to worship online. So thank you for that. I know this past week we've also had over 3,500 engagements in Facebook. So I'm just thankful. You know, even though we can't get together physically and gather, which is just so important, at least we can still gather virtually. And I'm thankful for these social media platforms we have. I'm really thankful for Sarah Benz and Emily and Justin, just our team, have put a lot of strategic effort into being able to facilitate our being able to connect together. We had several connection groups meet yesterday via the Zoom online platform. So again, not as good as getting together in a room, but it's the best we can do right now, and thankful that we have that as an option. I also want to thank some other people. Last week we had our website go down just for a few days, and I just really appreciate, Matt Jones, IT team, working so hard to get that back up. Just unbelievable amount of hours. It was a bumpy road to get there. Pastor Ed and Sarah and Pastor Mike in the office did some other things too. But I really appreciate just the above and beyond effort to get us back online, and we were. And we are. So thank you very much to you guys for just working so faithfully there for the Lord. Just some other things I want to remind you about. Giving. The first week we had this, giving was obviously way down. This week it came back up. So the first week we received about 40% of what we normally receive. But this past week we got about 80% of what we normally receive. So that puts us right at about 60% of where we would have been had we continued to be able to gather. So I want us to keep monitoring that, but just thank you for your faithfulness. Just again, a reminder, as we are not able to gather, that giving is still an important thing, just to keep everything, all the ministries going, and just being able to do these other extra things in online platforms, etc. So it's so important. Those are the different ways that you can give. You can mail in your checks. You can go online and give online. You can give through the app. You can also give through texting now. And Pastor Mike is going to have some instructions on that later on in the week. But you can do giving through your text. You can give through your ACH, through your bank. Just go to your bank and do bill pay, and it'll automatically send it here to the church office. As far as dropping off your check, we are really limiting our church office hours because of this county ban on being homebound. And so, but if you still want to just drop it off, just send us an email. Again, all of our emails are working again, so you can send one of us an email. Let us know you'd like to drop off your check, and we'll make that work. So that's good ways that you can give. More videos coming this week. I know tomorrow Pastor Brian Davidson will be sending out a video to all the student ministry. Thursday, Pastor Martin will be sending out a video to the families for a children's ministry lesson. So you'll make sure you want to have your kids around for that. Wednesday night, the student ministry is live with a youth ministry event that they're doing every Wednesday night. So just a lot of more opportunities to connect virtually here this week. And Pastor Mike is meeting, I think this afternoon, with Connection Group leaders to do more tutorials on how to use your online platform. So if your Connection Group has not met virtually yet, perhaps they will. And so that'll be good. And then also Adopt a Senior. Thank you for your great outpouring of volunteering to be a part of taking care of our senior adults. We are at 100% of our senior adults that needed to be adopted are adopted. But you can still participate if you haven't yet. It's fine if one senior adult has more than one family adopting. But as of right now, praise the Lord, every single one of our senior adults has been adopted by another family in our church, just to check in with, to see what they need and that sort of thing. So thank you, all of you, for your faithfulness to the Lord and just serving Him in these extreme times. One last thing I want to end with, and I'm going to do this every week while we're online only, and that is I also want to give you 3 discussion questions that you can talk about as a family about the sermon that you heard yesterday. So, and of course, the sermon's still online. It's still at YouTube at Canaan STL. If you just search YouTube for Canaan STL, you'll find it. But three questions as we deal with Jesus feeding the 5,000 plus, right? Because that didn't include women and children. So here's the 3 questions, and we can probably post these later. But question number 1 is, what limitations are you often tempted to look at that may prevent you from seeing God's glory as much as you could? So what limitations that are your limitations are you tempted to often let you hinder you seeing God's glory? So that's the first question. The second question is, how have you seen where some of your best efforts have still been inadequate? We looked at the boy and Andrew bringing the meager fish and loaves to Jesus. It was inadequate, but that was their best. But then we see how Jesus uses our inadequacy for his sufficiency and glory. And then the third thing is, how have you seen Jesus' limitlessness be displayed in your life? So these are great things to talk about. Tell some parents, tell some stories to your kids about how you've seen the Lord move, in your lifetime. I know my kids love to hear stories of me when I was younger or whatever, my wife too. So it's a great opportunity to tell some stories. Grandparents tell stories just of your life and how the Lord impacted you. Well, that's it for today. I pray that all of you be safe and be wise. And I can't tell you how much I deeply miss seeing all of your great faces on Sunday mornings, but that day will return. We're very confident of that because we trust our Almighty God. God bless.